So now IPSec configuration. For this IPSec configuration, we have to use some steps here. First, what we will do, will configure the reachability we did from this router to this router. Show running configuration. I'll show you the running configuration for this. See, interfaces I have assigned the IP addresses. So not required for this tunnels. So I have created now interface gigabit 0. I have LAN interface and I have assigned the IP addresses. So, and for default route towards ISP, for reachability of branch 2, I have given the default route I have given through over the internet. In real time also same thing will do. Now at ISP router only for the show IP route you can check. I haven't assigned anything, only directly connected interfaces are there. So for IPsec connectivity, IPsec routing, we have to reachable from route branch 1 to branch 2. That will be ISP, they will provide to us. ISPs, they will provide to us the reachability at one location to another location. That will be provided to us at ISP guys. Because if in between reachability is not there, we cannot create the tunnel also in between. If reachability is there in between, that is underlay reachability, then only if possible to make the tunnels. So here we are creating IPsec over the public IP address. Over the public IP address. The public IP address range is 11.1.1.1 and 12.1.1.2. The different branch we have two branches. They are using the public IP addresses. My private to private communication I want to do now. Private IP address to private IP address over the public IP addresses. Over the public IP addresses, I want to make a reachability private to private. So it is possible like with the help of IPsec, how it will be happen. IPsec, it's kind of VPN service, virtual private network service. So for that, we have to configure the reachability. Yes, we have here. Now I'll create one ACL. For this, I'll permit this ACL and I'll permit for this ACL. Any ACL I create like 100 ACL, I'll create. I'll permit this IP prefixes. After then, we have here two types of phase 1 and phase 2 IKE services. IKE services we have will enable. I'll show you in lab for the what is the requirement for IKE phase 1 and phase 2 will configure. Then we'll configure the crypto map and we'll apply whichever we created a map to our interfaces. We'll apply for that. First we'll create the ACL, then we'll configure the phase 1, phase 2 configuration, then we'll configure the crypto map permissions like ACLs only, this also, and we'll apply that crypto map to interfaces, to tunnels. This is the requirements we'll configure now. Now move to the R1. First configuration, I'll create the ACL config LAN interfaces. Access control list 100 and for that permit services permit, I am permitting which interfaces I am permitting here, my LAN interfaces. My LAN interfaces 192.168.10.0 and subnet mask 0 wildcard mask 0.0.0.255 and permit. Then select the service, which service, IP service, and give the source IP address. Here my source IP address is for router branch 1, 192.168.10.0 and entire network I am taking here, and wildcard mask 0.0.0.255 opposite to subnet mask. Wildcard mask means now move to the destination. Now give the destination IP address is 192.168.20. This is my private and private. So this I have to permit with the help of ACL 100. This ACL apply to upcoming section, upcoming that. So 192.168.20.0 and wildcard mask is 0.0.0.255. Anything else? No, nothing. And same thing I'll create here also. Enable config t hostname access control list 100 and services permit and IP which service IP address is, then what is the my source IP address 192.168 20.0 and wildcard mask is 0.0.0.0.255 and what is my destination? Destination is 192.168.10.0 and wildcard mask 0.0.0.250. Sorry, and hit enter. I have created two ACLs here and here. Now move to the phase 1 configuration. Phase 1 configuration. Configure will create the configure phase 1 configuration. First, we have to enable the crypto IK service. Configure ISCAM service. ISCAM service. We have to enable ISCAM. This is a method of IPSec. ISCAM method of IPSec. So before that, we have to enable this service. ISCAM service I have enabled here. Then after enabling the ISCAM service, we have to create for this ISCAM policy. Crypto ISCAM, give the question mark, we'll create the policy here. Policy, which policy? Give the any number 10. Okay. And in this policy, we have some this thing authentication we have to enable, encryption we have to manually enable, we have to create a group for that, and we have to create a hash algorithm, and lifetime how much time we have to give. This is the 5 things we have to do. 1 2 3 4 5 things we have to do. So first one, hash algorithm. Which hash algorithm I'll use here? We have two options, MD5 and SHA algorithm. So I am using SHA algorithm here, and this much only. I have enabled the SHA algorithm. So after then authentication, I'll do authentication. Authentication here, if two services, we have a pre-share key. We have a pre-share key. We have to enable. This is the authentication methods, pre-share key authentication, whichever we are provided to us. If both side authentication must match, then only the tunnel will be established. Otherwise, it won't establish. So in this policy, crypto ISCAM policy 10, I am giving the privileges, these things, and I'll create the group, and based on this group only the encryption is provided. Encryption will be happen. This is the define Hellman algorithm. Based on this, it will be work. Then I am giving the biggest key. So biggest defy thing is and After then, we authentication, we give encryption. We have to give the encryption also. Encryption method, we have three types of encryption, 3 days, AES, DES. Three types of encryption methods we have. So here I am using AES. If you are not giving, it will be by default, it will be elected as a DES. By default, it will be elected as a DES. So I am using here AES. And one more thing, what left? Lifetime. If you are not giving lifetime also, it will be elected by default biggest value. How much the range is there, it will be elected. So we'll check. I'm not giving here. So just exit from here. Exit from here and check whatever we did. The configuration. Just check. Show iScam. So crypto iScam policy. I have created just now policy I have created. So encryption method, advanced encryption standard I have created AES, and hash algorithm I am using security purpose. Hash algorithm I am using, and authentication is pre-shared key, and group is 5. This much bit it will be encapsulated, and lifetime I'll explain you. By default the timer it will be the lifetime. It's a policy I have created. iScam policy I have created. We'll apply later this. Before that, we'll create iScam. Will enable password and addresses for that. So crypto, so config T. Same thing will enable the same thing at this router also. After then we'll move to the further configuration. So first one is we enable access control list. We enabled. So here we'll create crypto iScam and will enable the service. First we'll enable the service. You can check with the question mark. First we have to enable, and we'll create the policy crypto iScam policy. Same number we have to give, and here we have a 5 things we have to give. Authentication, first we'll give the SHA algorithm. Hash algorithm is SHA, and will enable authentication. What pre-share key, and after then encapsulation AES, and what left? Group is 5 as we created, and lifetime is not required. Group we created here, and encapsulation and authentication and SHA. Okay, fine. So crypto iScam policy. One policy created. You can check with this command. AES SHA pre-shared key 5, and by default it will be elected as a value. Now move to this router R1. Now configure the, this is all about the phase 1 configuration we did. Phase 1 configuration we did. So we'll phase 1 configuration. Apart from that, we'll create one key also for key crypto iScam enabled policy created, and now we'll create the key, and here asking any word, give any word. We'll give the Cisco. The word is Cisco. Whichever you are giving the word, just remind it. And address, for which address? That is the our whichever we are creating the interface, that we have to give the that address. So here the public IP address we have to give. Public IP address, whichever the public IP address is there, that we have to give. The public IP address is 12.1.1.1.2. 12.1.1.2. And for that subnet mask, if you can give, if you are not giving also no issue, if you can give also no issue. And we'll configure same thing for opposite router also. Copy, paste, and address is here. This public IP address 11.1.1.1. Can check what we did. Show crypto iScam. Here you can check policy, and here you can check iScam security associations. SA with the help of SA command. So once you originate traffic, it will be show here till we haven't originate any traffic. Branch one router. Here we'll configure the entire thing we did. Now we'll move to the we'll set the peer encapsulation, whichever we require encapsulation, we should have to this is up to phase one configuration we did. In this phase one configuration, what is the requirement here? We have to enable first icecamp, we have to enable, and apart from that, here we have like this many authentication methods. After then, we have to apply for that here this router. These things we did. Now move to the set peer key, means it phase 3, phase 2 actually, sorry, phase 2. And crypto IPSec. Here earlier we use ISCAM. Now we are using IPSec configuration. We can check IPSec, configure IPSec policy. IPSec policy, and it will be asked transform set, define transform set and settings. Will transform set and give any word. I'm taking here ABC, and give the uh, the key whichever the encapsulation. So here we have to use anything. We'll use ESP and AEC. Transfer I'm using AES cheaper. And after then, we'll use the any authentication method. SHA algorithm will use here. SHA algorithm will use ESP and SHA algorithm will use. Same thing, we have to enable a branch to also. Just I'm copy and paste. And just check what we did. Show IPsec transfer. Here you can check the tunnels will negotiations. It is showing. We have used the method of this. Now, phase 2 configuration done. Now, create any map, crypto map. Now we'll create the crypto map. After then, we'll apply that create map to the interfaces. Crypto map. Give any name, word, any name. ABC map. I'm giving her the ABC map. And for which one? Here I'm taking encryption up to 10. It will be encrypted up to 10. Then I am using ISCAP, IPSec ISCAP. I have created. Same thing I'll do at remote end also. After that, we'll set the parameters of this set and which peer. Our peer is 12.1.1.2. 12.1.1.2 and hit enter and match the values how much the whichever we created the ACL that should have to we have to apply here for this interface. We created ACL is 100 enough and anything else and we'll set some parameters and peer we did and transparent setup we just now we created transparent set. What is that? ABC transparent set. Just now we created transparent set in here. See, crypto IPSec transparent set ABC. We have to apply for here. That is a phase 2. I am applying here. ABC. And anything else? No. Same thing we'll do for here. Set. What is my peer? Peer IP address is 11.1.1.1. The public IP address of this. And match the parameters, right? Match addresses, LAN prefixes. I have created ACL that is 100. In starting, I have created for these LAN prefixes and will apply, will set anything transparent set, transform set, ABC just now created. Transform set and ACL we applied and we match. Finally, we configured, just write it and before the applying the write and show crypto map. We'll check what we configured it. Say access control leased permitter. This is we are permitting the whichever we have a land prefixes with whom the peer is 12.1.1.2. This is the peer IP address of this. Once you originate traffic, you will get the entire thing. Here you can check show crypto iScam then SA. Once you originate the traffic, you will get the details of peer. Here you will get the details of peer. Before that, we'll ping, we'll do a ping test. I haven't applied. I should have to apply for that interface. Yes, on this gateway also I'm not able to ping. We have to apply that map, whichever crypto map we created. So ping for this gateway 192.168.10.1 hours gateway I can able to ping. The next hop IP address I cannot able to ping, and ping the 11.1.1.1 I can able to ping because directly connected interface that is, but I can not able to ping this IP address. You can check here 11.1.1.2. So this is the actually WAN IP addresses. Even though I don't have to ping also, not required also. Even my reachability is from here to here with the help of tunnel, not for the public IP addresses. No need also for that. My requirement is over the internet, the tunnel will be happen. My private to private. This is a private network to private network. Tunnel will be established. My requirement is that. So I'll try to ping 192.168. Even I cannot able to ping the gateway of branch 2 site. So what I'll do, whichever IPsec configuration I did, now I am applying that now here for this interface. Config T, and how can I apply interface for gigabit Ethernet 0 by 0 by 1. For this interface, I should have to apply WAN interface. So then select here is crypto option is there. Crypto encryption and decryption commands. Crypto, and whichever map I have created, crypto map I have created just now, which created ABC map. The name is, the crypto map name is ABC map. Earlier I did see the crypto map name is ABC map. I have to apply for this interface. Gigabit, the WAN interface. And same thing. See, crypto on scam is on now. Config T interface gigabit WAN interface is gig 0 by 0 by 1. Gig 0 by 0 by 1. And crypto map ABC map. The name is ABC map. Any name you can give as a username also, no issue. Check. Just before that, write configuration and write the configuration. Yes, we did everything. Now verified. Show crypto scam. Give SA the traffic. Once the traffic is originated, then you will get, then check the policy. What we did the policy 10 we created. There we have given this is the algorithm. It's a IPsec phase 1 configuration. This is a phase 1 configuration. Now originate some traffic here from here. Same thing is we can able to communicate. Now 20 10.10 can able to ping LAN prefixes from this LAN to this LAN. Yes, we can able to communicate the LAN IP addresses also. Now trace at trace T 192.168.20.10. Yes, it's reached to gateway. Yes, first it is reached to gateway to some packet drop. Request timeout, but it is finally the with the help of tunnel, it will be reached to destination. Ping 192.168.20.20. And directly we can able to go through our traffic to through tunnel. Now you can check. Yes, my source IP address is 11.1.1.1. This is the tunnel, and my destination IP address is 12.1.1.1. It means here source and destination. My source IP address is 10.20 and my destination is 20.10. Once it reaches to packet from this location to gateway, this router is what it is doing encryption. Encryption, the data it is hiding entire thing. Then it will be give that public IP address and it will be reached from public to public. Then the entire thing will be here public to public. It is happening. So if some hacker can reach to public network also, no issue. He cannot enter our private networks. He cannot enter our private networks. So through tunnel, we are communicating to one location to another location through tunnel. Through tunnel. This is IPsec site-to-site VPN. Site-to-site VPN we did. No. Site-to-site VPN. Any doubts in this IPsec site-to-site VPN and GRE site-to-site VPN? Both labs, GRE site-to-site VPN and IPsec site-to-site VPN. If you have any questions, ask me.